it's just worshiping God. You're not even caring about how late it is. And then next thing you know, they say, we have to go. And I say, wait a minute.
No, I don't want to go.
We're still, but the greatest thing I can say is go there with an open mind and open heart.
Glad you're joining us today. I'm Pastor Brian. I'm a recovery pastor here at Christ Church. And then in addition to that, I help kind of oversee and lead the Ghana team that goes to Ghana, West Africa every year. This past year, I think, was my 8th year going. And just really, trip changed my life and changed the vocation and changed a whole lot of stuff from the first year I went in my life personally. So what we're going to do today is we're really honored that we've got Joseph Oatson with us. He is our liaison on the ground there that kind of coordinates, and we utilize his mission house, and he lines up transportation and selects the locations with us, and has been working with Christ Church for many years on setting this mission up. And he comes to the U.S. every 2 years and kind of does a tour. So we're happy to have him join us today. And in addition to that, you're going to get an opportunity to meet some folks that went this year for the very first time and just kind of hear their perspective. So this is a place to be if you've got any questions about going, or you kind of want a snapshot of what it looks like if you've heard folks talk about it. And then also you're going to have some faces that you can, when you see them in the lobby, you can ask them a question and say, hey, I want to talk to you about the Ghana mission. And they'll be well equipped to answer, because that's one of the things we want them to do is bring that back. So I want to introduce Joseph. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and let everybody know who you are and how long you've been doing this. And
I'm the evangelist Joseph Oatson from the Methodist Church, Ghana. And we've been involved in missions for almost about 40 years now. And our brother, Dr. Charles Kaika, came to Ghana and then looking for somebody to work with in the area of mission and church planting. And fortunately, we met together, and thus he started coming to Ghana with a group. We did a lot of work in the Ashanti region. Then we went to different parts of the country. But now we are concentrating on Sekandi, Takoradi area, diocese of the Methodist Church. Now, they have planted 48 churches. That means that we have built 48 pavilions, because whatever church that we put on, we have to try to give them a place of worship. And then they also given about 8 wells, including the villages that are in need of good drinking water. Now, one thing I've seen about Christ Church, especially on mission coming to Ghana, always try to take them to the hard places where people don't want to go. And the joy that they use to go to that place, they go there with all their heart, all their mind and everything to do whatever the Lord has asked them to do. And I'm so grateful for what this church is doing. So now I'm trying to encourage Christ Church to support this team, because they have sacrificed their life. They are committed to missions. Not that alone, they are committed to Christ also, because without your commitment to Christ, you will not be committed to missions. So I'm so grateful for all that they are doing, and I want to encourage them to do more. And the church, whatever support, whether $1 or $2 that you use to put into this mission work, is really bearing fruit. And I just want to thank you all, and I pray that God will continue to give you whatever you have given to glorify his name. May God bless you. May God take care of you. And then let many people who have never gone to mission before, I'm encouraging you to put yourself, make yourself available to this group, so that you can also come and experience the power of missions. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, Joseph. Just real quick snapshot in those 48 churches, the way this works is we go in and we divide the team up into smaller teams, and then Joseph, with the help of the local folks, select the villages that we go to, and we divide up, and we're doing a small medical mission in the village. While we're planning the church, we hold services in the church at night while we're there, and then we go back on Sundays and dedicate the pavilion that's built and plant the new church, and turn it over to the folks that are there. And in that, there's a lot of work done. There's a lot of opportunity to meet folks and get to know folks, but a lot of the work that when you go on mission is for those folks and being the hands and feet, but there's work that happens in us also. And that's kind of what we want to talk a little bit about today. And I want to introduce you to Bill and Kathy and let them introduce themselves, because they went this year for the very first time, and they traveled together on mission as a husband and wife, which I think is just really outstanding. And I think this is a unique perspective to come from here. So go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we'll talk a little bit. So
I'm Kathy Thomas.
And I'm Bill Thomas.
Okay. And first time going, first year going. How did you get connected? What sparked your interest to say, hey, I want to come to that very first info meeting and see what this is all about?
Well, I've always wanted to go. I've been coming to Christ Church for quite a while. And Bill and we've just been married 3 years, and I got him come to Christ Church. And I think that's the first time that he saw anything about Ghana. He said, we need to go. And it was in my heart. I think it was in his heart. We just needed to go. And thankful for him.
There you go. So that was like one of the videos on a Sunday or something. So
yeah.
that little bit sparked that. Was there any apprehension after you went to the meeting about going, or any of the first things?
I was ready
to go. So,
for me, I was just like, let's get this done tomorrow. Let's do this.
I have a feeling, and I feel that's why I was led to come to this church.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I saw and heard about the Ghana mission trip, and saw it in the church bulletin, and then I saw it on the video, and after the service said we need to come to the meeting tonight. And next thing, we after the first meeting, she said, how are we going to pay for this? I think that was any challenge, but I kept telling her, I said, if it's meant to be, God will provide. And it was like, first thing we did was we used the letter and mailed it out to, I think I did 20 people. She posted it on Facebook, and but it just worked out that the money came. And I think probably the most we put into it was $300 a piece. Everything else was provided from donations. And that was what I guess a little apprehensive about that, making sure that it was paid for, but keep the faith. And it worked out. And I think that was the biggest hurdle that we had to face. And we really didn't face it because God provided.
So you already had a visual representation of that before you even got on the plane and went over there, that hey, this has been provided for, and it's worked out the way that we said it would. So
to go back to what you asked, when I went when we went to the first meeting, if I had any second thoughts, it was the people there, the way they were talking about previous trips and how fulfilling it was to them. It just pushed me more to want to go.
What so you got all the stuff done, you got on the plane, we get you landed, and we get you through the airport, and you get on that bus, and you got all the luggage, and then we drive another 4 or 5 hours on the bus to get to the mission house, and you fall into bed that first night and you're up the next day. And what was first impressions?
Wow. I saw a lot of smiling faces, and people were glad that we were there. And the children, when we pulled up to the mission house, it was amazing how they just loved us. And then like Joseph and Henry, everybody was just so kind to us. I felt at home. I honestly did. I felt really at home. Just happy.
That's good. And then we get moving, and you get in the village for the very first time. What was it what you expected, or were you surprised, or what was that? I guess what was that first impression also? Like the immediate thought that entered your head. So
my immediate thought was how they were very welcoming, and there was people waiting on us to get set up. And for that, the thing about all was a medical mission trip. Okay, it was more than what I thought it was going to be. I was like, we're going on a mission trip. Now the medical mission trip. But we're there at that shelter, and all the people sitting there waiting for us. And I mean, I felt blessed that we were able to help 300 people in our village medically. And then just praying for the people. And I was touched that they're still so happy. And then we talk to the nurses, and we find out that how sick somebody was, but you can't tell by looking at them. They're smiling, and they're just, like I said, they're just so friendly and welcoming. And I guess I didn't really know what to expect until I got there and saw it. But then I saw that they want us there, and we want to be there. And I guess it reflects on both. Yeah.
Now, going in as a husband and wife, would that be something you'd recommend doing, or?
Yeah, I had a good time with him.
Because y'all served together. We put y'all on the same team. Y'all were together, so y'all had the opportunity to serve together. So don't be scared off by that. And I know y'all probably talked since you've got back, but what is reflections y'all have had together of the trip?
Me personally, I feel that it just we experienced it together, and it helped us grow even closer. Because we were together, we've always been close together, but spiritually, we all have the same focus point, and that's what I got out of it. And just like when we were, and they'll probably bring us up later, but even what really blessed me was the revival meetings at the end of the day. I mean, I looked forward to that when we were there. I mean, okay, we got done doing the medical part of it. Then we loaded up and went to eat. And then we come back. I was saying, man, we need to get food done earlier so we can get going back over there, because I was looking forward to that. Yeah. And the celebration of Christ and the music and then the worship was just a blessing. I mean, I just was blessed on the whole thing.
It's so free. It
is
such freedom in that, and that's the one thing that I always take away from that. In the whole trip, and it can be almost stimulus overload, and then it's just so condensed, and you're moving the whole time. But in that, the thing that I always notice and try to take back, and I shared this with the first group, is the pace. Even though we're wide open while we're there, the pace and everything is just still a different than what we're used to. Did y'all experience that, or it may not have showed up on the first trip, but did y'all have an opportunity to say, wait a minute, this is a little different pace here, even though we're running the whole time?
I really
did
didn't.
You have an opportunity to just slow down for a minute? I guess.
Yeah, I really didn't even think about that. it was just, I was so eager just to go out and meet people and to help. And I didn't really think about the pace.
Yeah.
I know we were going, and we had to.
Yeah.
It didn't bother me at all. It was wonderful.
Yeah. What would you share? Because, when y'all go back next year, you're going to be veterans. So what would you share with the person tuning in, listening to this, saying, I had some questions and I just kind of wanted to see some folks talk about it? What could you share with them to encourage them to take the step, or at least begin the process of praying about it and asking some other folks some questions?
Yeah. First thing is to pray about it, and feel that in your heart. God's going to tell you. And that's what it was in me. I can't even express how I felt. I knew I had to go there. Even when I left, I felt like I should still be there. I mean, he's laughing.
Yeah.
No, it
There
took
you
me
go.
about a month. I mean, I would cry every day, and it brought me back down. It kind of made me realize what we have, but we don't have more than them. We really don't. They have so much. They're like electronics, and we're too spoiled. And just get back to basics. I mean, even the kids playing the way they were playing, one on the boy on the other boy's back, running around, just having a good time. Just, it made an impression on me.
So, I mean, that what you said about, when you got back, you felt like you were, that grows each year, to be honest. Each year you go, that at least it has for me.
And if anybody is even thinking about it, just come to the meetings and talk to, other people that have been there, and just make a decision and go. It's awesome. Met a lot of good friends.
She always says, I miss them. She misses Joseph. She misses Henry. And she misses the kids.
Yeah.
And I just had such a great time worshiping with them.
Yeah.
Because they love God so much. And I can't remember the young lady that was there every night and visiting us. What was her name? Huh? Vivian.
Love
Vivian,
her.
just like she was saying that her and Carmen, my sisters, come here. You're
And I said,
my
said, I'm grandma. So she started calling me grandma.
Calling Kathy her grandma. But and then Carmen, her sister, and then our mama, come with us. And they go out there and start worshiping and singing, and it just the whole time you're at that evening revival, it's just worshiping God. You're not even caring about how late it is. And then next thing you know, they say, we have to go. And I say, wait a minute.
No, I don't want to go.
We're still, but the greatest thing I can say is go there with an open mind and open heart and trust in the Lord, because the reason you're feeling that urge to say, I want to go, is because that's God pushing you. He's saying, come on, I want you to work for me. And that's what I got out of it. And then all of it. And I think back on that time, I look back at pictures and I show people at work the pictures of the mission trip. And they say, oh, I've been on a mission trip. And that opens up and we talk about it. And it's just a blessing. And
that is what you just spoke there is huge, because each one of these, each year the team forms a bond that is unique to that team, but that will carry on for the rest of your life, because you'll be able to walk up to that person and say, hey, and it's just instantly you go to that. And then what you're sharing is it triggers that in folks, because this is the first mission for both of y'all, right?
Yes.
Anything like this. So that will instantly trigger, and you've seen it trigger that somebody that you talked to that didn't even, oh, really? I didn't know you did that. And that just opens that conversation up. So 2 more questions, and here's one. Was it as hard as you thought it was going to be?
It wasn't for me. I mean,
Okay.
yeah. I had some challenges, you know, but I would do it again and do it again and do it again.
Okay. There you go. Now the last one, I want to close with this, and I'm going to let Joseph, if he's got any little follow-up questions from what he's heard, because what he's hearing now is stuff that he really doesn't get to hear while you're there. So he's hearing your heart. I mean, he sees it, but he's hearing the words come back after being home for a few months, so which is huge. But I ask everybody beginning of the trip to sum up the last night that we get together. I ask them to sum up the trip in one word, and so they had all week to work on it. And we went around the last night, and what was your word, Kathy?
Humble. Yeah, I had to humble, because like I said, it just brings you back. It reels you in and kind of slap up against the head, as he would say, a gib slap. And just realize what you have, be grateful for what you have. In, you know, we've got a lot. It may not be as much as, you know, the person next door, but
what was yours, Bill?
I was blessed, and I'm still blessed. And it just brought me back to being thankful for what I have, and thankful for what God has given me and how He's directed me. And there's times I think, well, do I want to go back next year? But then the more I pray about it and I think about it, and even talking about it today, when I was telling them at work that I'm going to be coming to do this podcast about the Ghana mission trip, and then getting to speak to others about the trips that they've been on, or things that they've been thinking about going on. And I feel blessed. And it's just, when I was, as I mentioned earlier, worshiping with those people at the evening services, it was just a blessing, and just helped me grow closer to God, and hopefully praying with them and talking with them just brought them closer to God and us. And it's just, like she said, humbling, but just a blessing.
Cool. All righty.
I just want to say thank you, Joseph, for accepting us, and you guys are great. And I just very welcoming and loving to us.
And so finally,
go ahead.
Finally, I just want to tell the whole church, Christ Church, 2 words that I want to share with you. You see, growing and flowing. If you involve yourself in mission, it helps you to grow in the Lord. If you involve yourself in mission, you begin to flow in the Spirit. Because when we talk about growing and flowing, that means that the more you grow, you can't keep it for yourself. So you need to flow. So in the flowing, that is where mission becomes something on your heart. You don't want to miss it. Always you want, because there are certain things that God has put in you and you want to share with people. And that's what we are talking about, flowing. And the more you continue to do mission, it helps you to grow in the Lord, because always you are searching through the scripture. You want to have something to tell somebody. And it helps you personally in your Christian life to grow. And the more you grow, you begin to flow. Thank you.
Well, there's the word right there, grow and flow. And you done heard it tonight. There's some folks that experienced some growing, and they're flowing it out as we speak, and even at work and places that they probably never would have even expected to share what they experienced on the mission trip, but also how they blessed folks by being there, but also what they brought back, and just learning in another culture, and then learning how beautiful the Ghanaian people are, and how it is such a great trip, and it's really a great time for me personally, but anybody on the trip goes, and we could put the whole team and the team from every year of past years in this room, and you would hear the same thing. And what Joseph shared, that growing and flowing, is that's just a real beautiful picture of what this trip is. And encourage you to check it out. We'll have a link on the website. Just do christnc.com. Just click the button and just send us an email, answer any questions, and we'd love to hear from you. And we'll have our dates forthcoming, and applications will be open soon. So we would love to see you, and I'd love the opportunity to talk with you about going and being part of the mission team. And any of these folks you've seen in the podcast, if you see their face in the lobby, I want you to go ask them. Go talk to them, ask them about the trip, get them to share, and I guarantee you they will light up, and they will just, you will be blessed. So allow them to flow into you. So thank you for joining us, and have a great day.
Thank you.